What's going on, family? You got the top dog here with another edition of the listening room. Hope everybody's doing great out there today. Right here is Sunday afternoon. It's about 10 after 12. And we just sitting in the listening room chilling. I think I'm going to concentrate this video on the system that's in the right stereo rack, and that is a Pioneer Blue light system. But before I do that, and while I'm thinking about it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to it. All I do in here is just show off my vintage stereo gear and all of these reel-to-reels that I have. Right now I have 9 reel-to-reels in the room, and I'm hoping this is my last take on this video because my cell phone ringing stopped the first 3. Then I got too much bass in the fourth take, so I'm trying to do it again. But let me go ahead. I'm gonna swing around the room like I always do and let you know what I got in here for all the new folks that haven't seen it. Now, the reel-to-reel on the far left is a Sony TC850. To the right of that, I have a Revox B77 Mark II. And to the right and up a little bit, got the reel-to-reel that I love the most. I got it from my brother from another mother, Big Matt. That is the Crown CX822. Now to the right of that, and the one that music is coming from, is the Pioneer RT-909. Look at the meters bouncing that thing. Now down below that I have a 7-inch Pioneer RT-707. And try to switch around here because I sort of blew it in my last video, and I was talking about the reel-to-reel, but I didn't switch over to it. Now on the far right side you have a Technics 1506 reel-to-reel, and you can sort of see it in this one also. It's with the red reels. Then to the right of that I have the TIAC X2000R, and I got 2 more directly in front of me. I have the TIAC A3300SR, and the one on the far right is the Akai GX255. Now let me switch back over here. Like I said, I'm sort of concentrate this on the Pioneer Blue light system, and going from top to bottom. Not exactly in order. I had to write this down because there's no way I can remember all of these nomenclatures. But on the top you got the Pioneer RT-909. Below that you have the Pioneer RT-707. And below that you got the reverb. It's a SR-303. Below the reverb is the amp. That is a Pioneer SA-9800. Below the amp is one of the 2 tape players I have in there. Both of them are the same, and they're the CT-F800. And next comes the tuner. That is a Pioneer TX-6800. You also got the, down below that, the processor is a Pioneer Dynamic Processor RG-2. And last but not least, down on the, well, it's not last, down on the bottom I have the let me find it here. My equalizer is a SG-9500. That's the one that's all the way down on the bottom. And I'm gonna come here so you can see to the where are we going to go with this? To the left of me, that turntable is the Pioneer PL-A500S. And the speakers that everything is playing on is the Pioneer HPM 100 speakers. So that's it for all of my Pioneer gear. But I ended up getting this system because of Big Matt, the first time I went up to his house, I saw his Pioneer blue light system, and I was like, I gotta get me one of those. So I started putting the system together. He helped me out with some pieces. That processor, the reverb, and one of the tape players Big Matt gave to me to put in the system. Everything else I acquired. And I got a real good deal on that RT-909, and Big Matt fixed it for me. It needed new belts and pinch rollers. He did all of that, did a little tune up on it, and it's running great. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long today. I know I've been running a long time on my videos, so I'm gonna try not to do that, but I can't really end this video without talking a little bit about that Crown CX 80, what is that? The CX 8200? I think that's what it is. But I just love that reel-to-reel. I got it from Big Matt, of course. And I just thank him so much. But I'm gonna turn the Pioneer system down a little bit. I'm gonna start playing the Crown, let you listen to that 822 just a little bit. Hold on a second. There we go. Got the Crown playing. It's got a few minor things wrong with it, but there's a guy down in Florida that all he does is repair Crown reel-to-reels, and he used to work for Crown. So I'm gonna get it down to him. The left channel doesn't want to record, even though it plays beautifully, as you can hear. A couple other little minor things, but I'm gonna have him refurbish the whole thing, and once he does that, this thing will be good for about another 40 years. It took me over a year to get this from Big Matt. Then he surprised me by giving it to me. Can't have a better friend than that. So hopefully I'm done with collecting reel-to-reels, because after getting that Crown, the only other ones that I would really want would cost me way too much money. Now, if I had a $100,000 system, then sure, I would get one of those real expensive reel-to-reels. But I don't have that. I got a nice system, got two nice systems, but they're not that far up into the money. So I'm just loving what I got. I'm very satisfied with it. Now, if any of you decide to get into the audio world, the vintage world, and you start collecting reel-to-reels, let me tell you, it's a very expensive habit. You can get the 10-inch reels new from ATR. I think it's about 85 bucks or something like that for each one. And I'm gonna switch over. Now, to the left, right below that Sony, all of those on the first shelf there, those are all 10.5-inch reels. Half of them I bought new from ATR, and the other half were Maxwell, Ampex, but I got rid of the tape that was in there, and I was able to buy the donut from ATR, so they all have brand new tape. But like I said, it's an expensive hobby, but just starting off, I think I would really start off with a 7-inch reel like that Pioneer RT-707, or the one that's to my right here, that Akai GX255. That's a beautiful reel-to-reel, and it plays just great. But I would advise doing that and see how much you like it before you start getting into those 10-inch reels, because like I said, it's an expensive hobby, I thank God that I'm able to afford to do all of this, especially since I had to retire and I don't have a lot of things that I really like to do, but I have always loved music. So this is right up my alley. Plus it helps me with my PTSD, and I mention that a lot because all the veterans out there that have PTSD, it's not something they should be ashamed about. It's something you're not willing to talk about, because I'll talk about it with anybody. If I can help them, then I will, because I didn't have any help. And for years, I was always helping somebody else, but I didn't do anything for myself until I was actually forced into doing it. Best decision I could have made. Now, the tape that's playing on the Crown is from a company called Drake Chenault. They made tapes for the radio stations back in the day, 70s, 80s, 60s, I think. But they made the reel that's playing on there. Big Mac gave me a couple of them, because this is that Crown is a 2-track machine, and these are 2-track tapes. And I'll say it one more time, if anybody out there knows of where you can get any of the Drake Chenault tapes, please hit me up and let me know, because I want to pick up some more of them. Now, those are great tapes, different varieties of music, but they're just nice tapes. And my taste in music, you know, over the years I've listened to a lot of different types of music, and I love them all. So I'm not real particular as to what I'm going to listen to. But I'm going to, tape is trying to get a little long, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And as I said before, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. I don't make any money off of it. It's just, if you like reel-to-reels and vintage gear like I do, then you'll love it. Let your friends know about this channel also. Just tell them to click on Top Dog's Listening Room, and they'll be able to enjoy what I love so much also. But until the next time, family, you got the Top Dog, and he's out of here.